Hey everybody, it is CCG. It is Monday, February the 8th, 2021, and I am back after a long, unexplained hiatus. I know, I'm sorry. I always feel like I gotta apologize when I be skipping posting, even though I know 98% of y'all didn't even notice. But I'm sorry anyway, okay? But I've been absent for good reason. I've had a lot going on, most of which has been pretty good. And the main thing that I've been working on is the closing of a new home. And this is not a small thing if you know anything about my life and my story, because I understand financial hardship. I understand it actually a lot better than most. And me and my husband qualifying for a beautiful new home is a big deal because it follows years of debt, bill collectors, payday loans, bankruptcy, near self-destruction when it comes to finances. So I know a lot of people buy homes every day. It's not a big deal for most people, but I'm here to say that it's a big doggone deal for Cece. And I am so inspired by how far God has brought me and my family that I felt it was only right for me to share some of the practical wisdom that I have gained over these years of struggling with all of y'all, because I know I'm not by myself. You know, especially now with COVID and people losing their jobs and businesses, I know more and more people, professional people, educated people, are struggling financially than are probably willing to admit. And that was part of my struggle when it came to money, because I'm thinking, good grief, you a college educated, master degree, professional married woman, and you sitting here trying to make a payment arrangement on a $40 water bill? Houseway. Just didn't make sense, you know, and I knew that it didn't seem reasonable for a person who is so intelligent in so many ways to be that dumb, frankly, in one area. And I'm not saying that to down myself. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. But even through the struggle, God taught me a lot, you know, and some of the things he taught me was that spaghetti goes a long way, as does rice and beans. And there is value in postmarking something on the due date or paying it at 11:50 p.m. on the due date to give yourself a couple of days extra time, you know, to get that money together. Those are some skills that I learned too, some survival skills. But the things that I've learned the most are what I want to share with y'all, the things that are the most valuable. And that's that it's important to live within your means, to sacrifice, to budget, to prioritize, to basically say no. If something is not imperative and it is critical for you and your family's survival, it probably doesn't need to be purchased. So those are the practical things that have taken me and my family from financial ruin to financial health. And I want to share all of that with y'all today. So I'm starting a new series today called The Coin Collection. And the Coin Collection is going to be a series of 4 posts, one a week, where I'm going to basically take you through my journey, share with you how low it got, and how we navigated from all of that debt and foolishness to this place we are today of financial health and some security. Now, for the record, I ain't no financial expert. No, I ain't no E.F. Hutton and no Schwab. I can't tell you what stocks and everything to invest in. So y'all need to go to somebody else for that. This is for the regular everyday person who never really learned that much about how to get ahead financially, who wants to learn from somebody that also didn't know, but actually figured it out. So that's all I am. Just a little practical advice. But I'm also a therapist, so I'd like to explore the psychological and emotional issues that are sometimes at the core when we're dealing with lack and debt and just trouble getting ahead financially, because that's always something deeper usually that's going on. Okay, so the coin collection starts today with today's post entitled, see, what had happened was And that's where I'm going to explain to y'all a little bit about my story, where we were, where we are today, and what I aim and hope to do with this series. So with that, today's thought is this. Financial health is restored in two ways. First, by doing the inner work of changing how you think and feel about money, and then by doing the outer work of practical money management. And that is from Marianne Williamson. The question for today is simply, are you financially healthy? I'd like you to think about it, be honest with yourself, search yourself. I know it's embarrassing. I know there's a lot of shame there, especially for those of us who have the degrees and all of that. You know, sometimes we just can't admit when we're struggling. But I'd like you to think about it. Start to consider what it is you need to do to kind of get free from that bondage, okay? So check out today's post at www.getitthegirl.org. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And catch me next week for part 2 of the coin collection. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.